This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one and only ape father in the house, baby. Wow! Okay, so look, I'm not trying to make a video of fun. I know everybody's going to break my balls, but I've had it. I mean, the corruption is so bad at this point that you can't even call it corruption anymore. We have to come up with like a new word, like something like what could we come up with? Like a catastrophic, okay, like disaster, okay? It's not even corruption. You can't call it corruption, okay? The stock market is so corrupt. AMC could buy Netflix, buy Disney. Are you ready? Buy every single like store and turning it into a friggin' movie theater, and AMC will still go down. That's how corrupt the stock market is, okay? Prague, like I understand. Look, I'm shooting for AMC, but you know I have a couple of side plays. Don't break my balls. Prague just came out with a patent yesterday. Listen to this. It's a smart pill. You take a pill. It tells you everything your body needs, whether, you know, what vitamins, what nutrients. It tests for colon cancer, takes samples of your tissue. So you don't have to have an invasive like procedure where they have to operate. The pill does it all. Tells you everything you need to be 100% healthy, right? So Progeny stock goes up to like 150. Then it just tumbles down to 132, right? Okay. Now, last time I checked, it's something like 125. Right? How does a company that just comes out with a patent that's a 100-page patent, it's an amazing, revolutionary patent, right? How does it go lower? How does it go to 125? Okay, so this is why we really have to. It's time to get medieval on everybody's ass. You know, you ever see Pulp Fiction? You know Pulp Fiction? Okay, you remember where what was that guy? What was his name? Zeke. What was his name? That guy. Zed. Zed. Remember when Bruce Willis goes, Zed's dead. Okay. Remember, so Zed knocked out Marcellus Wallace, right? He put him in the basement. He put the ball in his mouth, right? He had the gimp there. Okay. And remember when Marcellus got out, he said, get out of the way, Butch. He shoots him right in his damn balls. His balls explode. He says, Bruce Willis says, so what now? Now, Bruce Willis meant what now with him? Because, like, you know, he had an arrangement where he was a boxer, Bruce Willis, right, in the movie. And he had to take a fall. He didn't take the fall. He winded up double-crossing Marcellus Wallace, taking money and double-crossing him. So Marcellus Wallace said, I don't care if I have to go to China. I don't care where I have to go. We find this guy. Okay? So anyway, long story short, he goes, what now? He says, what now? I'll tell you what now. I'm not going to use the bad word, though. I'm going to come here with a couple of hard pipe hitting N-words, and we're going to go to work on the towns here with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch. You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I'm not done with you by a long shot. I'm going to get medieval on your ass, okay? So it's really, I hate to say it, it's coming to that point where, look, I'm protesting. Yeah, it's going to be a peaceful protest, but I am going to cause a scene. I'm going to cause a scene on January. I hope that people show up. Okay. January 28th, 200 Vesey Street, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in front of the SEC offices. We got to cause a scene. We have to cause a scene. Listen, man, this shit, Gary Gensler, listen to me. If you hear this message, because everyone always tells me, you know what they always say? They say, Ape Father, they're listening to you. I hope they are. Okay. So listen to me, Gary Gensler, listen to me. You are the most pathetic human being I've ever even heard of in my life. That this is not even corruption anymore. This is past corruption. How are you letting this happen? I mean, we have to assume that you're getting paid off. I'm sorry. Listen, it has to be an assumption that there's something you're doing where you are getting compensated, because the corruption is so blatant. It is so in your face. And the fact that you're allowing this to happen, the fact that the Department of Justice is allowing this to happen, like AMC, I think it's somewhere in the 16 price range. This is absolutely crazy, insane. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to get discouraged with this video, but that's not my intention. My intention is we're not going to give up, okay? No matter how much corruption there is, we're going to keep fighting. I'm not going to give up. That's the best part. I'm going to keep buying AMC. I'm going to keep fighting, but we have to protest. It's time to protest, guys. Come on. Look, for all the people who doubted me before, for all the people who said, hey, Father, our protest is buying and holding. I think if you take a look at the price of AMC, if you take a look at the price of Progeny, and even being big, $5.98. Right? Don't tell me it's profit taking. I hate it when people say that shit. Oh, it's profit taking, Father. Yeah, that's why it drops from $5.98 to $3.50. It's profit taking. It's not profit taking. This is corruption. The hedge funds are not allowing us to win. Don't you understand? Can't you see this? Anybody who says profit taking, you're an idiot. No offense. And I know there's all these haters who I think work for Citadel. They work for the hedge funds. Like, oh, hey, Father, you don't understand the stock market. This is profit taking. It's not profit taking. It's not profit taking. Okay, it's like that time where Progeny. Remember, what was that $6.50? It was ready to squeeze. I called it right. I called it right, baby. I called Progeny. People break my balls. I called Progeny at $3. That's when I started talking about Progeny. It was $3. It went to $6.50. Then all of a sudden it shoots down to like $1.25. Yeah, profit taking, Father. It's not profit taking. It's not. Same thing with AMC. It's the same thing with AMC. It's the same thing with Be Big. It's the same thing that the hedge funds are using all of these, like these unlimited. One time Tony De Niro, he said to me, hey, Father, he's like, there is not an unlimited supply of synthetic shorts. I hate to disagree with him. There is an unlimited supply because it just seems to me they're under no pressure, these hedge funds. You know what I mean? They can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. They're like, oh, okay. Like, let's just, I'll give you an example. Let's say we need to be at 21, right? Okay, so let's assume AMC, we buy pressure. We're buying on Fidelity using the Active Trader Pro app. We bring it all the way up to, say, $21. What do you think they're going to do, the hedge funds? They're going to short it, right? They're going to use all these fake synthetic shares, these unlimited supplies that they have, and then they'll bring it down to $16. They laugh at us. And Gary Genza's got his thumb up his ass under the table. He's like the gimp. He's got the bowl in his mouth. He's counted the money that whatever he's compensated. I mean, I have to assume that. I have to assume it because he's doing nothing. Okay, so you might say, hey, Father, what are we going to do? We have to protest.